Day 31! I start the day by expanding my wheat empire. Well, it's kind of a small empire right now. After this, I collect some obsidian from my next project, and then I expand on my sugarcane farm as well, because I need more sugar. After, I go back and make an enchanted table with the obsidian and diamonds I had. I then do a bit of interior decorating and then place down my enchantment table. After this, I breed my cows, so I can start getting more leather from them. Then I do the unexpected and go diamond mining, and I end up finding 3. It's not a lot, but it's a step forward to my diamond leggings. I then kill a friend before bed, and that brings me to the end of day 31. Day 32, I start the day by expanding my sugarcane farm, because I need more sugar. Well, to be honest, I need paper. Then I go to my cow pen and breed them. Look how happy they are, for now. I then expand my small wheat empire again. After this, I start tearing down the cobbly house next to the nether sword, as I would like to convert this into my enchantment house. So I start renovating it. I chop down all the spruce logs off the roof and replace them with warp logs. I then add some crying obsidian to add some flair to the house. I also add some red glass to the back of the house to make it look spicier. And this is the result. I think it came out really well. It's a bit wider than I would have liked, but it fits in nicely. And that brings me to the end of day 32. Day 33! I thought it would be a good idea by making not 1, but 2 chicken farms, as 1 chicken farm just wasn't cutting it. After this, I realised I'm missing some components, so I head out and mine some iron for hoppers for the second farm, in which I add it in right now. I then realise I am missing some dispensers, so I get some string from spiders, then I craft some bows and make some dispensers. I then fit the dispensers into the farm after some difficulty, but then I make the silly mistake of releasing all my chickens, and they even push me into a hole behind the machine. I then make a chicken train to attempt to get them back into the machines, but this was difficult enough. Eventually, I got them back in, and this takes me to the end of day 33. Day 34! I start the day by widening my wheat field, so I can feed all my cow friends. Look, they love wheat so much, and my chicks love some tasty wheat seeds as well. After feeding my animals, I get a bucket of lava for the other chicken machine, then I go down to my mine, but then I let my pickaxe break by accident, so I head out to collect some sugarcane. After this, I head back to my chicken machines and throw an egg and get a little chicken, but then I pelt it too much with eggs and end up killing it. I'm so sorry, little friend. That brings me to the end of day 34. Day 35! I start the day by making more cow food, and also planting more cow food. Then I harvest all my sugarcane because I need it for my project, and then afterward, I turn my sugarcane into paper to prepare to make bookshelves for my enchantment house. Then I cook a bunch of food and prepare for a night of fighting with blood and guts. Here we go. But then I start getting owned by 2 skeletons, so I head back home, and that brings me to the end of day 35. Day 36. I become a lawnmower. Then I use the grass I mowed and feed it to my little chickens. After this, I spawn another little chicken and realise he got entity crammed in the machine. RIP little friend. And later that night, I go out and fight some mobs. Then I head home and most of my cows are grown up, so I harvest them for leather, then I use the leather and paper to make books and then bookshelves. After this, I start laying out the enchantment house with bookshelves. As you can see, I nearly have a level 30 enchantment table. I just need more leather to finish off the bookshelves, and that brings me to the end of day 36. Day 37! I start the day by killing some cows and horses for leather. Then I spot a pillager outpost, so I go inside, find a chest at the top, and I found another goat horn, but it was the one I already had. Then I go back home and make bookshelves and a new diamond pickaxe. After this, I go to my enchantment house and lay out the rest of the bookshelves so I can get level 30 enchantments. Then I stick my diamond pickaxe in the enchantment table and get some amazing enchantments on it. I also put my diamond axe in there, but I was not as lucky with that one. After this, I go home and hook up my chicken machines again so I can get a reliable food source. And this brings me to the end of day 37. Day 38. I start the day by hearing a weird noise. Oh, it's one of those flying boys. So I hit him with a 1, 2, 3. After this, I collect some fire res pots from my brewing house and head to the nether to mine some netherite. So I make my way down to Y12 because that's where the ancient debris is. And shortly after getting down to this level, I find one piece, which is a really good start. Then I get in a bit of trouble, so I have to use a fire res potion, because if I didn't, my hardcore world would have been over right then and there. I carry on mining for a little bit longer, but I did not find any more ancient debris today, and that brings me to the end of day 38. Ba-doo-ba-doo. Day 39! I carry on mining for ancient debris, and I actually find some. 2 pieces to be exact. After this I shred down the walls of Netherite to see if I can reveal any ancient debris. It kinda sounds like a machine gun. Then I go back on myself to see if I did, and I see one little piece sticking out the ceiling of the roof, so I swiftly mine it. But I had 4 pieces of ancient debris, which was enough to make 1 piece of Netherite armor. So I head back and start smelting my ancient debris, then I craft some gold ingots, then I make a smithing table, then I make a Netherite ingot, and finally I put my diamond chestplate in with the ingot and make a Netherite chestplate. Woohoo! After this, I go down to the mine, I spot some diamonds, make my way over, and realise it was only 1 piece, but we take what we can get, and that brings me to the end of day 39. Ba-doo-ba-doo. Day 40! I start the day by chopping some trees, then I decide to enchant an iron shovel as I need to do a bit of terraforming for my next project. So I get to work, but then my shovel breaks pretty much instantly, so I enchant 3 more and then get back to it. After this, I need to get some bone meal for my next project, so I go out and kill some skeletons. Yes, I am aware I beat this skeleton to death with an iron shovel. Then I got into a confrontation with 2 other skeletons. It was like they were playing tennis with me, just batting me back and forth with arrows, until I looked like a pincushion, like this. After this, I used the bone meal to get a bunch of potatoes for the project, and plant a bunch at the end as well. And that brings me to the end of day 40. Ba-doo-ba-doo.